Hey guys, today I'm going to give you my spoiler-free thoughts on The Creator. Now, this science fiction epic film is written and directed by Gareth Edwards, who also did Star Wars Rogue One, which, for the record, if you don't know this already, I know I've said it 1,000,000,000,000,000,000 times, but this is my favorite Star Wars film. So, I was already all in on The Creator before I even sat down to watch it. Once I watched it, I fell in love with it even more. Now, this film is beautiful, visually stunning, absolutely incredible. And I really, really dig the war they have going on over AI, which is crazy to think about. When Gareth started writing this, AI was not a thing like it is right now. So it feels very relevant to the world that we're living in right now, especially with all sorts of things that are happening, like the strike. I mean, there's literal moments where they're like, donate your looks so that you can, we can create AI and Sims that look like you and stuff. And it's like, what is happening? This is crazy. So it feels very much like what's going on in the world right now. Now, this is a war epic type sci-fi adventure, okay? I mean, it is war, it is brutal. There are certainly some moments that are intense. But at the core of all this is such an emotional story. I cried multiple times. Not hard to make me cry, I know, but I'm just saying, I feel like I have to put that out there, that there were multiple times that I cried. Alfie, the little girl at the core of this story, is played by this actor, Madeline. She is phenomenal. She's so good. She makes you instantly fall in love with her. She's funny. She's cute. You get to see her personality come out the longer things go on. She ends up forming relationships and bonds with the people around her. I don't want to get into too many details, but she is the heart of this story. It is very easy to fall in love with her, and it wouldn't work without her. Without this lovable character, this whole movie falls apart, okay? And then John David Washington, who plays Joshua, fantastic as well. I mean, we've seen stuff he's done in the past. He's an incredible actor, but it really is his bond that he ends up having, and his relationship, whether times they're good or bad, with Alfie. It's the relationship between Joshua and Alfie that really, really, truly makes this movie. Now, there's some insane action-packed battles and fights. There's crazy weapons. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Again, there's like that AI feel where, it's basically, long story short, the US was like, whoa, because something happened. And they're like, we're not making AI anymore. We don't like this. Go away. We don't trust it. Okay. And then in New Asia, they are like leaning in on the AI. And so this has kind of created a war between the United States and New Asia. Feels very like something that could actually truly happen. It really does. And so that's probably why this is so intriguing, because it feels like something that could truly happen, but then it does feel futuristic at the same time. But it's set in such beautiful areas as well. They filmed practically for, I think, almost every single scene of this. It's insane. The things that I learned from Gareth during the, he had a thing where we saw 3 scenes from it earlier on, a few weeks ago, and we got to learn a lot from him, Q&A style. And it was very intriguing to find out, so many of the, background people in this are people that, live where they were filming. They just wanted to be a part of it. It was a lot of practical shooting, a lot of carrying a camera around and shooting, a lot of a very small crew, just basically flying them all over the place. And that was their way to save money. They didn't build sets. They just went to these real places. And it really, really comes across in the film, because it feels believable and relatable. And it is so emotional. There's so much I want to talk about, and I can't because it's spoilery, but I will say, if you find yourself invested in this film, you are probably going to be shedding some tears by the end of it. And I loved the story. I liked the ending as well. I thought it was a great all the way throughout. There's some moments where it starts to drag a little bit, and there's some conveniency in it, but there almost always is, oh, of course that happened. It was very convenient. That happens in movies all the time. So while it's noticeable in this one, it's hard to say it's an issue, because obviously they want to make it, it's a little over 2 hours. They can't have this be 4 hours long, because oh, this didn't happen right away, so we had to trek over here and make the whole story drag it out to get there. Yes, conveniency is a thing, but you know what? It works in this. I wasn't mad at it. Part of the film feels a bit rushed, and I will say it feels like you're all of a sudden thrown into this and you're like, oh my gosh, slow down. What's going on? I need the character building. I need the world building. don't worry, because it happens, right? Within maybe 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes, you're settling into that. You're starting to learn more about these characters. You're starting to become invested in all of these characters. So again, I felt like it was very rushed, lots of action right from the start, where it felt like, I don't know this. Why are you rushing through this? It settles in. Don't worry. Please give it a chance. Because for me, I was like, okay. And then I was settled in, and then I was really, really invested. And then we got some more insane, epic action moments, and then went back to world building and character building and learning more about these people. So I really enjoy the story all the way through. I think it's very interesting. It's very intriguing. But then we also have the super entertaining aspects, like the massive fights. And then I'm telling you, it's so emotional at its core. I loved this movie so much. I had an absolute blast with it. I thought it was so much fun. It was beautiful, visually stunning, incredible. I can't wait to see it again. I think the acting was phenomenal. Really, really enjoyed it. Very minor issues with it, but nothing that really fully takes away from this. I think this really could be the next big, massive science fiction epic. If you love science fiction, I think you're going to really, really love this film. So be sure to check it out when it hits theaters on September 29th. If by the time you got to this review, you guys have already seen the creator, let me know what you thought about it down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over here on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You guys can check me out at mamasgeeky.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.